Hey guys, Paradox here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new YJ MGC. This is YJ's first attempt at a top tier A-list 3x3. They are a pretty old cube manufacturer, and they've made a lot of decent or mediocre-ish 3x3s in the past, and they make a lot of non-WCA puzzles as well. So it's pretty exciting to see that they finally decided to go for a high-end 3x3 with magnets. Also, a huge shout out to Cameron from Speedcube shop for hooking me up with this. He got a couple of early prototypes, so he DHL'd this over to me in like 2 days so I can make this video for you guys. Anyway, enough talking, let's just check out the YJ MGC. So right away, this looks to me a lot like the Vault just from the outside. The shades look very similar, and also the internals are primary, and looks like it also uses a similar cap design. What's interesting to note though is that on the MGC the plastic looks a little bit more translucent, so I feel like it might be thinner. I thought the holes on the power were big, but it looks like the MGCs are even bigger, and it doesn't seem like it uses the squared off corner design, which is interesting. So out of the box, it's actually a very nice cube. The first thing I noticed about this is that it's extremely quiet. It also has a really smooth feel to it, and the magnets have enough strength so that when you're turning it, you're not getting any tactile feel to it from the actual pieces, but it feels like the magnets are actually making it feel sort of bouncy. When I mentioned it doesn't have squared off corners, it looks like it uses that similar mechanism where the corner has a little bit of a ledge, but it's very rounded, so it doesn't look squared off. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick average of 5 on this and give you guys an update after I'm done. Alright guys, so I've been playing with the MGC for a while now, and I've gotten a much better opinion of it after about 60 to 70 solves now. So I'll start off with saying that I found one major dominating flaw with this cube so far, and that is its speed. This cube is way too fast and uncontrollable for me right now. I tend to prefer medium to slower speed cubes so that I can execute algorithms very fast and have high TPS, but when I got this out of the box, it was just so fast for me that I was messing up algorithms, getting DNFs, making the wrong moves, turning the wrong layers. Everything was just not going as planned, and I was getting a lot of messed up solves, and my averages were very inconsistent. However, after playing with it more and more, I got used to it, and I adapted to more of a lighter turning style where I wasn't being as aggressive, and that definitely helped out a lot. I stopped getting a lot of catches, and it just improved, and my averages became more consistent. However, I feel like I have to kind of control myself, and I can't turn freely as I would with my main or any other slower cube. So I just feel very restricted when I'm turning with this cube, and it's the same thing with any other fast cube. And another issue that was more prominent initially but not so much anymore is the really quiet and smooth feeling that it has. It almost has like a really glossy or icy feel to it. I just feel like I'm not getting enough tactile feedback from the cube to be fully aware of all the movements that I'm making, and that overall feeling didn't really help with the really fast speed when I got this out of the box. But now, after doing a lot of solves, the cube is starting to break in a little bit more, and it's the same thing as with any other cube. When you get it out of the box, it feels smooth and sandy and a little quiet, but after doing a bunch of solves on it, it becomes louder and clickier feeling. So I think the same sort of thing is happening with the MGC. It's becoming better. I really don't like the smooth feeling. It's just so weird feeling, and it is unique, but it's just so different from other cubes that it's hard to get used to. So I'm really glad that that feel is starting to fade away, and I'm actually getting some crunchy feedback and clickiness from the cube, which is a really good thing because I kind of need that to perform well with the cube. So if you really like smooth and quiet feeling cubes that are very fast, like the SM, then you'll like this. Also, the Vault Power, that's a very smooth and fast feeling cube, but if you don't like how the Vault Power is slow, then you'll like this as well because this is much faster. So personally, do I like this cube right now, and would I recommend it? Well, right now for me, I'm getting used to it. I don't fully like it yet, but it is definitely getting better. I think for it to be a contender to really compare against my main, I have to slow it down with better lube, and also just play with it more and break the current lube down so that it becomes a little bit crunchier feeling. In terms of who I would recommend this cube to, I feel like a lot of people might not like it just because it feels so different than most other cubes, but there will be certain people that will really like this cube, and I think those people are the ones that I mentioned earlier who like very quiet, smooth, and fast feeling cubes like the SM or the Vogue Power. If you like very loud and crunchy feeling cubes like the Xiao, the Vogue 3, the Xiao Pro, then you probably won't like this cube very much. And if you're someone like me who likes medium cubes that are sort of crunchy and sort of smooth feeling, then it might take you a while to get used to it. You'll just have to break it in a lot and wait for the clicky feel to start emerging, so to speak. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that the MGC really does have a high quality feel to it. So when you get it out of the box, you immediately do actually compare it to the top tier cubes like the Vogue Power, the GTS2M, and the SM, because it has the same high quality plastic feel. It doesn't feel at all like a budget cube or it has cheap plastic. So immediately, yeah, you kind of do start to classify it as a top tier speed cube. But in order to really like distinguish if it is an A-list 3x3, you kind of have to dig deeper and compare its actual performance. And I think if you really like fast cubes and if that turning style suits you, then you'll probably like this cube. Otherwise, if you like slower cubes, then you're gonna have to play around with the settings. So that's pretty much all I've got to say for the MGC right now. I'm gonna slow it down and try different setups in this and see what happens. And I'll probably make an update/review video whenever I get a chance to. And since right now I have no information on the price of this cube, the release date, like whether it's coming in a non-magnetic version, whether it's coming in a stickerless, which I actually doubt because this uses a cap design. All of that information is unclear to me right now, but once I make my full review video, I'll include all that info. So that's pretty much all I had to say about the MGC. Again, a big thank you to Speedcube Shop for sending this to me early so I can make this video for you guys. And that's all I had. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.